Hey, I'm Ross. Welcome to Dekkoo Digest, your weekly series about movies and shows available on Dekkoo.
This week, let's talk about He Loves Me, A Last Farewell, MM, and We Could Be Parents. First, He Loves Me.
Last winter was a mess. I was obsessed with the idea that I wasn't good enough for you, or basically for anything at all. I had to find ways to be able to stand next to you. Instead of working harder, trying harder, I trapped myself into a lifestyle of vices. I wanted you to cheat on me so I could blame you for something. I wanted you to fail so we could be even. I was pushing you to it. Too foolish to think that my flirting would make you do something like that.
One young gay couple's fragile relationship is put under a microscope in the experimental romantic drama He Loves Me. Having navigated numerous ups and downs from simple arguments to major infidelities, the unnamed couple travel to a remote Greek beach where they attempt to commune with nature and restore the heart and sexual spark of their relationship. With exquisite cinematography and almost no dialogue aside from dreamy, poetic voiceover, He Loves Me straddles a thin line between narrative drama and cinematic art piece. The two lead actors bare both their bodies and souls for this romantic, voyeuristic, and sexually explicit rumination on modern gay love. Next up, A Last Farewell.
Farsan, du måste sluta beskylla mig på det här sättet.
Varför det då?
Därför att han bad mig.
Ja. Pappas flicka.
Han visste att du inte skulle klara av det. Farsan. Vad skulle jag göra?
Jag är faktiskt upptagen som du ser. Du får låsa dörren när det går.
Om du inte slutar så kommer den här bebisen aldrig få lära känna sin morfar. Du fattar det, va?
Var det ett hot?
Hej då. Det var fint att se dig.
Ja, visst. En riktig guldstund.
Haunted by visions of his late husband and in conflict with his daughter who's trying to renew the ties between them, an aging author must tackle the impossible task of moving on and finding peace in the wake of a devastating loss. Produced by David Fardmar, the director behind No More We, My Name is Love, and Are We Lost Forever, and directed by Casper Andreas, the versatile queer filmmaker behind Violent Tendencies, The Big Gay Musical, and Going Down in La La Land, A Last Farewell is a moving 13-minute short from Sweden, telling the quiet but profoundly emotional story of one man's sorrow over the death of his long-term partner. Next up, MM.
Let's fuck.
Okay.
Okay?
Matthew, a young Canadian, has just moved to Berlin. He's arrived looking to make a fresh start, but feels the isolation of living in a strange new city. When he meets the alluring Matthias, he finds himself completely entranced. Beautiful and charismatic, Matthias is everything Matthew wants to be. Soon, Matthew's interest escalates, becoming a full-blown obsession. He begins to transform himself to embody the object of his desire. When Matthias gets into a motorcycle accident, the opportunity seems too perfect. Matthew does everything he can to literally become Matthias and usurp his life. While in a coma in the hospital, Matthias's waking life, his dreams, and the memories all begin to blur. It becomes impossible to tell where reality ends and the artificial begins. A surreal riff on single white female from provocative filmmaker Drew Lint, MM employs striking visuals to tell an entrancing and unnerving story about loneliness, narcissism, and queer psychosexual obsession. Finally, we could be parents.
När jag lämnade den där lappen till dig för 3 år sedan, då trodde jag att du aldrig skulle svara. Men så ringde du. Och när jag fattade att det var du i telefonen, då blev jag ju så nervös att jag höll på att skita på mig. Och så ville du ses. Och så gjorde vi det. Ser du var jag är någonstans då? Det var där inne du och jag hade en egen fest en gång. Det var där du och jag. Vi dansade hela natten själva och du hade fixat ecstasy. Sen när solen gick upp så tog vi oss upp på taket och så satt vi där och såg den gå upp och grät tillsammans när knark gick ur kroppen. Minns du det? Vi tillsammans. Väldigt kära om jag får säga det själv.
Marley left his boyfriend Eric when he found out that he was selling himself for sex. Now, Eric's last chance to get Marley back is to make this very film, using it to explain his reasoning. In truth, Eric turned to sex work so that one day the two of them could eventually afford to become parents. An unhinged 15-minute short, We Could Be Parents features a captivating lead performance by Swedish actor Björn Eljord, who also wrote and co-directed the film with frequent collaborator David Fardmar.
Dekkoo adds at least 3 gay movies every week on top of its extensive catalog of queer classics, short films, and gay cinema from around the globe. Like and subscribe to our channel and join us next week for another new edition of Dekkoo Digest.